day 27 of sewing everyday live for 30 days. Oh. And we are winding a bobbin because it is time to do some work. Put that one in there. Hi Vicky, how are you? I saw that you didn't have a good night and you weren't feeling that well. So my sister have these earphones and they are putting red stuff on her ears. So today I am going to make just covers for the earphones. So I've cut the circles already and they're going to get elastic. Oh, I hope I didn't cut them too small. No, I didn't. Elastic so that they can just go over. Oh, stomach bugs are the worst. I hate those. So let's make one and see what happens. Liza Day, I'm at work, so I may have to be very quiet, but wanted to say hi. Okay, welcome Liza Day. I hope you stay under the radar. And there is Diane. Hi Diane, how are you? So I'm making covers for my sister's headphones, and I just got some red. I was gonna do it in maybe a black. I see my camera is a bit dirty. Let's just clean it quickly. How's that? Ooh, my goodness. Should have done that long ago. Oh no. It's the season of the stomach bugs. They are so horrible when that happens. So I was going to do it in black and my sister's like, no, my headphones are red. So I'm now making covers for her headphones, for the ear muffs, and we have just winded the bobbin. So let me just put you so you can see a little bit. There you go. And then let's do this. And pull it through. So something that also works quite well for if you have a stomach bug is to eat beef jerky, because there's something in beef and that dried process of beef that actually most stomach bugs can't survive in. Oh, chicken and rice soup will also work. But yeah, try some beef jerky. I know it sounds counterintuitive because that's the last thing you feel like when you feel like this. But years ago, I had one of those horrible stomach bugs that actually lasted 8 days. And I finally got to I went to my doctor and he wasn't there. So a loco actually saw me and he was like, oh no, just take these tablets. It didn't work. So then I went back to my doctor and he said to me, we have a thing called biltong. I showed it in one of my videos. And he told me to eat the biltong because the protein, most stomach bugs can't survive in that. So I'm sure I've had some beef jerky. It is cooked because our biltong is cured. It's not cooked. But I'm sure that will work. So try it. So with these muffs, I'm just pulling the elastic as I go. we'll see if it works. So Becky, you're just going to rest. And Lisa, you need to be quiet. I hope you're listening on earphones. And Diane, are you doing your pajama bottoms today? Or are you also just resting? Okay, let's see if this is working. So I've made like a little thingy, and we're just going to pull it over the earphone. And you didn't cut them out yet. Going to cut them out now. Brilliant. So this one, it works, but it's a bit loose. So I need to pull the elastic more when I do the next one. Oh, this is going to be a quick job. I thought it would take a long time. Do the next one. There's a neighbor, 3 houses up, getting a new roof. All the pounding. Oh, I can totally relate, Becky. So my neighbors on that side is building, and it's also pounding. And our houses are built in brick and stuff. So when they pound, it's like jackhammer pounding. And the people behind us, that's a new couple that moved, a family that moved in there. So that's also extremely noisy. And then there's people in the corner who's also doing something. So some days I sit in here and it literally feels like my head's doing this. So I have you've got all my sympathy for that pounding. Oh my gosh, that is horrible. Let me just do this properly without my glasses so I can see. And pull it more. Yep. Oh boy. Yeah, I found that really interesting, how quickly buildings would sprout up when I was in America. I would drive past a place and they would start building and they would frame it out, and within days there's a building. This is not easy. My goodness. Might be easier just to make a channel and pull it through. Nah, I'll just persevere. I can do this. I'm not very chatty today because I am sitting here with a headache. And it's because I didn't sleep well last night. Also, I wasn't sick. Becky says she always ends up with a hot mess when she does elastic like this. Yeah, it can turn out into a hot mess, but I have done tons of, not tons, I think it was 500 plate covers once for a friend's wedding. So I learned how to do this quite quickly. But I still have my days where it doesn't work out. So anyway, last night, I didn't have a very good sleep night. I do sometimes struggle sleeping. And so it was one of those nights where I just couldn't fall asleep. And then when I do fall asleep, the two cats at the moment, oh, we've got a Valley. Hello, Valley. Oh, sorry, Valley. Come, Valley, come say hello. Come say hello. Hey, did you have a good day at school? Oh, was it nice? So he's just come back from school and now he's all excited. Oh, this is working. So anyway, just as I would fall asleep, the cats, I don't know what, oh, I actually know what it is. Pinky, she's such a mother hen. She loves cleaning everybody. I must tell you, when I sleep, I had a haircut, so at the moment there's not a lot of hair. But when, I don't know if you remember, there was lots of hair at one stage a while ago. So when I sleep, she comes and she licks my head. And she insists on washing my whole head. So it gets quite irritating, but that's just the way she is. She loves cleaning people and animals. I mean, she's constantly trying to clean Valentino. And when Malish and Sinatra was still alive, she was constantly cleaning them. So she tries to clean Bubbles because she's kind of asleep still, you know, they're waking up. And then her first instinct is to go and lick him. And he hates it. And then he rolls her. So she was falling asleep. And I was falling asleep and Bubbles was falling asleep, and then Pinky decided to clean Bubbles. And he was okay up to a certain point, and then it was chaos. So I woke up from that. Now when I fall asleep, and I don't fall asleep deeply, if I get woken up at that point, then I really struggle to sleep because then I have an adrenal high because it's like a shock, you know, to my system. So I took about 4 hours to fall asleep. And that meant that half the night was gone. And I walk on a Monday, and a Wednesday, and a Friday with a friend. And we walk at 6 in the morning, which is usually not a problem. But this morning when that alarm, oh no. Then 5 o'clock this morning, so this is now, I only fell asleep like around 12 last night. 5 o'clock this morning, Bubbles attacks Pinky because Pinky is licking him again. And that was it. I was awake, and then I knew I have to go and walk at 6. And if I tried sleep then, I would fall asleep, but then also wake up in that state because your circadian rhythm takes an hour and a half to go through the whole process. And if you wake up before that hour and a half, it actually puts you in flight and fight signal, unless you have where you just fall asleep and you get out of it. So yeah, then I just decided, I messaged my friend and I said, I'm not coming. Oh, Zelda, welcome. So I just let my friend know I'm not working this morning, but because of not sleeping properly last night, I now have this just start of a headache, and it is so irritating because it's not enough to go and lie down, but it's also, and it's not enough to drink tablets because tablets aren't always the answer, but it's just there. So I find it a bit irritating today, but that's okay. Zelda, welcome. It's so nice to see you here. So a friend of mine have this bag, and he wanted me to add pieces into the bag. And my machine, it's thick. I mean, it's like padded and everything, and then it's got binding around it. So I had to undo the binding and add the pieces and then put the binding back on. But my machine didn't want to work it. So I had to literally sit. I've been sitting for 2 days just doing this whole thing by hand. And I don't think that helped for the headache either, because then you sit like this, you know. I need to get one. I've seen glasses where you can sit, you read like this, and it's got like mirrors, and then you don't have to bend your head. So I think I need glasses like that. How are you, Zelda? What are you working on today? I am making covers for my sister's headphones because they look like this and they leaving all of that plastic on her ears. And then she can take them off and wash them. Okay, Zelda, I haven't been able to work on anything lately because I have my grandchildren Monday through Friday. Oh, that is a privilege, but I'm sure it's kind of frustrating because sometimes you want to just sit and work. You get some freedom in January. I'm sure it is nice looking after them, but I can also imagine it gets a bit much. My granny used to, she worked at a holiday resort, and so some holidays we would go to her when we were older on our own. Oh, Becky, I hope so. I really hope you get some grandchildren. I'm most likely I'm not gonna have grandchildren because I've never been married. Haven't found Mr. Right yet. So if you pray for me for the husband. I'm ready for him. Anyway, so I haven't been married, so no kids. And maybe if I do get married, there might be stepchildren. I hope so. And maybe then I can have step grandchildren. But yeah, enjoy your grandchildren, ladies. Can't believe how quick this is going. And they are so cute. Okay, so Becky, you have one son. He currently has a serious girlfriend. Only time will tell. Yeah. Huh, look at that. Let's see how it fits. So usually you have the hole for your ears, but it doesn't bother. It's actually quite comfy. Okay. Let's do another one. Oh, there's a message. Who's this? Oh, maybe find out what type of gifts she likes. Because you know, sometimes if you give gifts, people feel like they just take up space. And maybe find out, because you know, we all have a love language. So for some people it's touch, for some people it's gifts and gift giving, for some people it is doing stuff for them. Find out. There's a book actually, now I can't remember what it was called. Maybe one of you ladies know. There's a book called, I think it's called Love Languages. Maybe read the book, this book, and see if you can figure out what her love language is. Because for some people, if you give them gifts, they feel obliged to give something back, and then it gets really awkward. So that's maybe a solution, because it sounds like you really like her. You can also just ask her directly, what would she like? Because it sounds like your love language is giving gifts. And maybe explain that to her, that that's the way you like to show that you love somebody, and ask her, how does she like to, what makes her feel? Because I know with my one friend, she doesn't really care for gifts, but if her husband comes home and he cleans the kitchen for her, oh my goodness, it's the biggest gift you could give her. Okay, ladies, I've figured this out. So what you do is you hold the elastic with your finger and you pull it as you go, and then with your wrist you guide it around the circle. Let me bring it closer so I can show you. Can you see? There. Okay. So I have it with this finger. There. You can't see. Oh, you need to be here. Okay, let's put you here. Oh, Becky, I've been watching that process. Oh, that has been such a long process. You are a saint. And I understand your hubby does it when he has time. Okay, now we need to go one more. Sorry, ladies, I hope you don't get, or people, I hope you don't get seasick with me fiddling with the feet. But I really want to show you this technique because it actually makes this type of thing much easier. Okay, so can you see there? Okay, so what you do is you hold it like this. Can you see there? I have this finger, and then you just don't pull this side a lot. You just hold it like this, and then you pull it down on your machine, and that will hold the fabric in place. So I'm pulling it flat, and I pull a little bit on that side, but not, I don't pull it through. I just hold it and let the machine still push it through. Scott works 2 jobs, so I have to be patient. I know. I'm sorry. So as you can see, I'm holding it with my middle finger. I'm holding it between my thumb and my front finger, those 2 fingers. I can't remember what you call them. Like this. And then with this finger, I push it flat on the fabric, and I just pull it as tight as I can. Oops. And there I pulled it out. We'll just keep on going. Okay. We're back on track. And then when I get to the end, I just go over it a few times. And this one is done. Yay! Can't believe how quick this was. I thought it was going to take me the whole time. Okay. That's cool. Oh, my sister is going to be so happy. Yay! Okay. So, I think next... Oh, we have a fun job next. Okay. This is my friend's jumpsuit. And, she's so funny. She's like 60-something, I think. And, she said to me the other day, you know, her friend bought her this jumpsuit. And she thinks it's gorgeous. But she's 60-something. And she had kids. And all of you ladies know what happens when you have kids and you're over a certain age. Your bladder is not as efficient at holding back as it was before the time. So she said she was wearing this to some friend's birthday party, and she felt so smart in it. It's like a jumpsuit like this, just one of those, you know. And she had to go to the toilet, and so she ran to the toilet, and she couldn't get the button loose because it's got a button at the back. And yeah, she wet her jumpsuit. So she went to her friend and told her friend to get her, lend her some tracksuit pants and a top. And she came to me and she said, please cut it off, make it into pants and a top. And then yesterday at that shop where I told you, the mom and pop store, I found this lace for her. So we're just going to add this to the bottom. But my friend's so funny, you know. She's like, oh yeah, this happened. And okay, so now you have to cut it. She's so blasé. I really had such a giggle. Oh my goodness. So we're just going to cut it off. And I'll go in. She said, don't make it fancy. Just cut it off. But I will go in with the zigzag and just zigzag it so it won't unravel. And then we're just going to add the lace to the top. And then this job is done. But I need to change the cotton on my sewing machine. That's the only thing what I find with alterations, when I do alterations, is that constant changing of the cotton. It's really one of the things I don't like to do, is changing my cottons. But I also don't like, sorry, I also don't like it when I have different cottons on my machine, different cottons that I sew with, and you can see it on the clothes. I love it when I've got matching cottons on my overlocker and my sewing machine, and it matches what I'm working on. So this, I don't see the point of these little strings that put on everything. And then it doesn't even, it's not a drawstring, it's just a string. Why? I don't get it. Oh, but we can use these strings for loops for to hang our pants on. We're going to do that with those strings. Make less waste. I really don't want to make so much waste anymore. I know it's part of this process, but oh no. Oh. I could have taken a bigger scissor maybe. There we go. Let's zigzag it. Oh no, first change the cotton. I need to get past you here. Just wait a sec. I'm just gonna scoot here and get some black. Sorry for bumping you. Do we have black? I think I'm out of black. No, wait. We've got some black. Diane. I don't like things on patterns, no matter if they are too tight or just for looks. Oh, strings. I cut them off all my pants. If I need elastic, I add it. Diane, I am with you on that. Although, I've got a pair of tracksuit bottoms that I love that it has ties, because sometimes you get a bit bigger and sometimes you get a bit smaller, and then those are quite handy dandy, but in general I also don't like ties that much. Okay, our cotton come off. There we go. Done with the red. I believe I finished these. That is so exciting. And by this rate I'm going to finish this as well. I actually really like this corner. Now you can see my side profile and my double chin. But who cares? This is not a fashion show. We are sewing and it's serious. I had coffee earlier. Oh wait, there's still a sip. It's decaf because it's after 2 o'clock. Time in South Africa to oh, there we go. Okay, hold your cotton when you do this. It is 5:30 and it's a glorious day. It's not too hot. It was a bit warm but not too hot. Did you guys get so much snow that you thought you were getting, and has it melted yet? And is the roads right? And I think you said you were getting some snow. You were going to put a photo of the snow on our community. Speaking of community, I have been working on what to do when we're done. So far, it looks like school is going to be our best bet. And like your cotton and your needle, and just pull through, because they have the option where we can do it almost like Zoom. Wait, where's my glasses? I can't see there. I've got glasses here somewhere. Glasses, I can see. I did it this morning. I forgot yesterday. Okay, I'll go and have a look. Awesome. School. Oh yes. So school is where you can chat and everything, and then we can do lives on there, and you can all chat as well, which is actually awesome. It is a paid platform, but for those of you who've been with me through this whole time, I am going to give you I think it's called Legacy, where you can come in without paying. So I will charge for future, but you guys will not be charged for the first year, or I'll still decide and chat to you, and we can see how we're going to do it. But don't worry, it's not going to be cost to you at this stage, for this year at least. And then I can post on there, we can all chat, we can have lives, I can put videos. And what I thought to do is, okay, so how many people? It's only a few. Okay, I'm going to talk to you quickly. So the reality with YouTube is I pay, by the time I get my YouTube payout, I get 50% of whatever came in, because there's taxes on Google side, and then there's also taxes in South Africa. And then if I do koffee, I lose quite a lot, because it goes from koffee, where they take a part, then it goes over to my PayPal, they take a part, and then from my PayPal in my South African bank account, it also takes a part. So I lose a lot on all of these platforms. So my best bet is on school. I can connect it with my bank account, so that means that I don't lose so much in the process. So, but like I said, for those of you who've been with me through this whole process, you're going to have Legacy, so you don't have to worry about paying for anything. But yeah, it looks like school is going to be the thing, and these are my reasons. But I will have a chat later on and just explain everything. But for now, let's get going on this, because I want to finish it today. And it's another thing off my list. I love finishing my lists. So we're just going to zigzag it so it doesn't unravel. And I'm doing the bigger zigzag right around. And then what I also thought to do on school is to do things like videos of travels. You know, if I go and show you places like that garden I told you, Babylon store, and do a tour of that and put it on school, because I don't particularly want to put it on my sewing channel. So let's see, we'll see where it goes. This won't unravel. And then where's my loops now? I don't have loops here. Oh my goodness, did I fall down? Oh, there they are. I put them in a safe place. Pants are almost done. other side. Perfect, that one's done, Becky. Yay! Oh, what did that end say? Oh, strings. I'm glad you got your soup, Becky. I used to crave cream of tomato soup when I was sick as a child. Oh, I couldn't get enough of it. But it's strange, it was only when I was sick. That's the only time I wanted it. Ruth, welcome Ruth. How are you doing today? And are you working on anything? I have made covers for my sister's headphones because they look a bit worse for wear and all of that is coming off on her ears and she hates it. And then I'm also, my friend had a jumpsuit and she asked me to turn it into pants and a top. And now for the top, we're going to add some lace. Just some white lace. At first, I want to give it a little hem, not too big. Just tidying it up. Stitch length needs to be longer. Bye, Lisa Day. It was so lovely to have you here. See you tomorrow. Ruth. Knitting socks. Those headphones covers are great. What a great idea. Thank you. Yeah, and then you can also wash them because sometimes your ears get sweaty. And I think headphones are actually quite germ carrying. Bye, Zelda. It was so nice to see you here. You must have a wonderful day. going to give it a back seam. Ooh, wow, Diane. You just cut out the front and the back pieces for pajama pants. For me, we'll cut waistband later. Well done, Diane. Now the question is, am I going to be brave and not use pins? Or is that stupid? Let me just put a pin and go. Keep on moving it. Oh, it is. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Look there. Who's this? Pants too. It's Christmas material. Oh, nice, Diane. That is so cool. Okay, so can you guys see? So I'm just going to do that right around. But I do think I need to put pins. Let's not tempt this whole situation. Is that the fabric your grandson loved so much? And where you said he also wanted pants with that? Okay, what is it? Oh no. I suddenly thought I could stick this on with a glue stick and then just wash it out afterwards. But yeah, it might not be the best idea. A pretty material I've been cutting. It has is this jumpsuit going into top and the bottoms? Yes, yeah. So the bottoms is now done, and now I'm just adding lace to the top so the top is long enough. My friend's going to be so chuffed that I worked on it today. When I worked at Joann's, some ladies would buy full 8-yard bolts of Christmas flannel and make PJs for everyone in the family. That is so sweet. How long did you work at Joann's, Becky? And is that how you got most of your collection of fabrics? Because you've got quite a substantial collection of stuff. Or is it just also people giving up their places? Diane, great idea, Becky. I should do that when I find a better quality of material. What I have is something I ordered online and it's okay, but not great. Okay, so you worked there for nearly 10 years, or was it 10 years ago? That's a long time. Yeah, I've bought some flannel actually at Joann's when I was still in America, and it was not a great one. It was like a black and white check, and it would just lose its shape, and it was just not that great. Ruth. For all 6 of us 1 year. Wow, Ruth. I made just pajamas for me and I was not very keen on making more. The boys' robes are still in the closet. Okay, so they still need to be cut. Or are they in the closet because the boys don't wear them? Okay. Let's sew this. Open this first. And that's funny, me too. I did work up at a fabric store and I didn't make much money because most of it went back into fabrics and patterns. Yeah, it's not a very good place to work at if you want to make money. Because you see the sales and it's like, but I'm not going to get it at this price again. And then you bring it home and tell everybody that it followed you home. Oh, okay. So you had a lot of work to make pajamas for the boys if they've already grown up. And then Becky, you said that's why I have a stash, not a hoard. It's in the back room. I agree with you, Becky. That's a stash. There's a difference between a stash and a hoard. Hi, Baba. So, bubbles have been so funny. Ooh, my head's sore. Let's see what's down in here. Thank you, Diane. We will pretend that's true. What did Diane? Oh, Superwoman. I think it is true. Ruth, I keep a green Power Ranger costume for years and finally donated it last year. Wow. Wait, did I miss something? Oh, the boys' robes are still in the closet from that time. Oh, sweet. Okay. Then Diane, Ruth, I made my grandson big friendly hoodies from 5 out of 4 fabric patterns. They love those. Okay, I don't know those patterns. But I need to focus. I'm chatting too much today. I want this to be done by the time our live is over. Near bubbles. Oh, the big of. Okay, let's do this. Almost done. Okay, look at this. It is finished. Make my... Yeah, it is hard. I still have some dresses that my granny crocheted me when I was like 5. Sure. This is not great, well made. Hoodies would be great. We have the fabric heavy to work with. Oh yeah. Okay, that's done. So I think, I know it's not exactly an hour, but I am done for today. I'm so thankful for all of you who visited with me, and it was such a nice conversation. And I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks everybody for coming. Bye.